¿Es vuestra primera sesión de este año?
No, hemos tenido a partir del día 10, que fue lunes, o sea que el 11 fue la primera.
Okay.
La primera y luego hemos tenido más sesiones.
Vale.
Bueno.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
¿Qué tal, Ángel? Bienvenido.
Muy bien, muchas gracias. ¿Qué tal todos?
Ángel.
Muy bien por aquí. Tú, Mónica, conoces a Ángel, yo creo, ¿no? ¿Sí? De Madrid. Bueno, ahora nos vamos a ir presentando, vamos a ver qué más gente falta, pero bueno. Estábamos hablando del tiempo, que es lo normal que se habla en el ascensor. Pues, Elyssa, no sé si en Puerto Rico se habla en el ascensor del tiempo, pero aquí sí. Cuando vas en un ascensor no sabes de qué hablar y dices,
sí.
hace frío, pues aquí
mañana... De cualquier tema, por supuesto, sí.
Entonces es muy normal hablar del tiempo en el ascensor, sí.
Así en todas partes. Sí. O en Puerto Rico, por ejemplo, cuando estás en la fila para pagar en las tiendas, pues especialmente a las personas mayores te empiezan a hablar, así que te dicen, ay, pero es que últimamente me está doliendo mucho la espalda, o que mi prima vino de momento y ahora tengo que hacerle una compra, y bueno, te empiezan a contar de toda su vida.
Y tú le dices, too much information, ¿no? ¿Por qué quiero saber eso? Sí. Qué bueno, sí. Bueno, pero es gente amable, entonces. Cada país tiene su costumbre, porque una chica americana que estaba en mi casa decía, ¿por qué la gente me saluda al bajar por el portal? Mi madre me dijo que no hablara con desconocidos. Y todos me dicen, buenos días, buenas tardes. Y yo digo, es que eso es lo educado. Pero no debo hacerlo, porque hablo con desconocidos. O sea que,
buenas tardes a todos.
Hola, Elena.
Hola, Elena, ¿qué tal?
English, no en Spanish, ¿no?
Only Spanish.
Bueno, estamos esperando ya, que nos quedará una sola persona, dos, no sé. Vamos a darle un par de minutos de cortesía. But, well, it's 8 o'clock now, so I think we can start introducing ourselves. Meanwhile, maybe some people is connecting. Okay, hello everyone. It's not the first of the year, but well, we can see some faces that we haven't seen for a few times, so we are happy for that. Well, if you like excuse to introduce ourselves, we can speak about contest, because we have here a contest champion. We had a contest, a division contest here in Santander in I think 5 years ago, and Ángel was the winner of Spanish contest, and now is going to be with us in the meeting. So to introduce ourselves, please tell your name, where you connecting from, and if you ever had took part in a contest. It doesn't matter if it's Toastmasters or wherever. An anecdote about one of the contests you took part. Okay, so Ángel, could you start, please?
Yes, of course. Hello, my name is Ángel Valdemoros. I'm a member of Excelencia Toastmasters in Madrid. Well, I like very much Toastmasters. I love it, and I really changed my life. Talking about contests, yes, it's so I normally try to go to any contest, to all of them, I mean, if I can, because I learn a lot going there. Well, normally it's in Spanish, because our Excelencia Toastmasters is a club in Spanish. But from time to time, I like to try it also in English. And this is a good opportunity. I have been kindly invited by Sardinero, and I love to be here and be able to give a speech in English. So
great, thank you, Ángel. Mike, I'm sure you remember Ángel, so could you please introduce yourself and tell us about contest or some curiosities?
Yes, I remember Angel's speech 5 years ago in Santander, and he had the audience. Wow. I was watching the audience because my Spanish wasn't that good, but he had the audience in the palm of his hand, we say.
Thank you.
That's out of respect to you, Ángel. Welcome to Toastmasters Sardinero. You were incredible.
Oh, thank you.
I was watching the audience, and your presence was very well known there. Greetings from Cantabria. My first contest, oh my gosh, 1987, which I had more courage in the Philippines, in Manila, a division contest, table topics. I did not speak for 1 minute. I was under time, and I was very embarrassed afterwards, but it was a good experience for me many years ago. And Toastmasters, it's good to be here. Angel, Monica, Elyssa's here. All of you, welcome to Toastmasters here in Cantabria, Sardinero. I return it back to you, Angela, our president.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for your words. And now, for example, we have Maria de las Casas.
Well, my name is Maria. I am the Vice President of Education of Toastmasters Sardinero. I've been a member for 2 years already. It's amazing how fast the time passed. And the first experience with the contest was kind of a surprise for me because somebody told me if I wanted to evaluate in a contest. I mean, somebody know the president at the moment. And I said, yeah, sure, I can evaluate. I was new at Toastmaster, but what I didn't know is that I was going to be part of the contest as an evaluator. And I did knew that, like, I don't know, couple of days before the contest. So I was very nervous and I didn't like the experience at all, but I got second place. So I suppose I didn't do it that bad. So anyway, that was my experience.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you for your words and your experience. And now another girl from our group, for example, Elena. Elena, could you tell us about your...
Good evening, everybody. For both of you who don't know me, I am Elena Varela. I take part of the Sardinero Toastmasters since April this year, 2021, I think. And I feel really enthusiastic since I am here. And I try to convey this enthusiasm to all of you. And that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Elena. Thank you for your words. And now another veteran in Sardinero, Gemma. Gemma, do you remember Angel? Angel was the champion of Spanish contest in Sardinero here in Santander. Do you remember him?
Yes, I remember him. Yes. I am Gemma Garcia. I have been a member of Sardinero in the last 7 years, and it has been a good experience. And I remember I could be evaluator of 2, I think, contestants, and it's a very good experience. But it's difficult. It's very difficult. But I recommend it. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, Gemma. Thank you very much. And now, Elyssa, you are a little far away. What about you?
Yes, my name is Elyssa Schneider, and I've been a part of Toastmasters now for about 2 years. I love traveling all over, and I have particularly missed you, Toastmaster Sardinero, in these last months. In terms of contest, I recently participated in a contest. Actually, Pedro Casillas was in the contest too for the humorous, and I was doing table topics, and I was able to make it through division level. So I'm on to district 91. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, great. Good job, Elyssa. Proud of you. Okay. We are going to track you. Okay. Another one, for example, Pilar. Pilar, could you tell us about you?
Hi, hello everybody, how are you? Well, I've been member of Toastmasters Sardinero Club for almost 1 year. Although I am member of Toastmasters since 3 years, more or less. And well, I have a little experience talking about contests. I really encourage everybody to be part of a contest. It doesn't matter in which session I was the conductor of a small session related to a small part of the contest in Asturias, and it was something great. I learned a lot. I went out of my comfort zone, and this is the best for us. So I really encourage you all to participate.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Pilar. And what about Monica? What about you?
I'm a member of Toastmasters Sant Cugat. It's in the close area of Barcelona. I've been a member there for 5 years. And yes, I enjoy it quite a lot. And I visit this club, Toastmasters Santander, because I love your place, Santander, such a marvelous location. Yes, I've been visiting and attending some contests, because I always think it's nice to meet all the people and from other clubs. And when it's an area contest or also a division contest, I was asked to help out to organize the contest as a ballot counter. So you have to count all the ballots that people fill out. And also I've been the chief judge once, and I think it's a good experience because it helps you out learning about leadership and yes, and organizing events like this. So I really think it's good. Before I was attending most of the contests, and I was supposed to meet one in Asturias in 2021. I wanted to enroll, but then we started with this COVID and I couldn't attend it. But I've been attending some contests online. So you're on a contest with 100 people sometimes. Well, it's not so bad. It's good to listen and to hear good stories.
Thank you very much, Monica, to come with us again. Okay, now I'm going to share the screen because I'm going to show you for you who can remember maybe the participation of Angel here in Sardinero, or for the ones who doesn't know, of course. And here it is, just a minute, is preparing. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so here is Angel participating in our contest. And now we have, oh, sorry, why not? Another one, this another photo, and we have another one with the contest chair, and later is with the diploma of participation, and now the winner with the trophy here in Santander, and here is the whole group. And we had a very, very nice time, and we learned a lot, and this a bunch of toasties having a good time together. And that's it. That's the experience in Sardinero, in Santander, in 2018. Okay, and now we can continue with the meeting. Let me see where, and okay, the next one is introducing our team of functionaries. Like now, for example, we have the grammarian, and the grammarian is Gemma. Gemma, could you please explain your role?
Yes, my role today is to take notes about the use of filling words like etc. And I'm going to encourage you to use a word. It's awareness. For example, awareness is the knowledge that something exists or understanding of a situation or subject at the present time based on information or experience. For example, Greenpeace work to promote awareness of the dangers that threaten our planet today. Or the second example, this task is designed to test the child's spatial awareness. So I encourage you to use this word. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gemma. Thank you. And next one, we have a timer. Timer is Maria.
Yes, I will be the timer tonight. And we all know that time is very important, especially in Toastmasters. So I will be taking the time for all the speakers. And I just going to show a green background when you get to the, what's happening here? Okay, a green background when you get to the minimum time for your speech, then the yellow when you are about to finish, and the red when the time is over, and you will have 30 seconds of grace after that. So just be aware of the time tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and follow Maria advice. Please take in account the time. And we have now our general evaluator, and the general evaluator is Mike Monroe. Mike, please.
Thank you, Madam President, and our Toastmaster of the evening. Before I tell you about my general evaluation role, we have a Toastmaster who just joined us, distinguished Toastmaster Pedro. Let's have him introduce himself to the group today. Pedro.
Hello. Hello, 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 hello. I don't know, who am I? I've just eaten a lot of pizza, so I'm not quite sure. So a little bit full, but I'm Pedro from London, UK, and I'm going to be here listening today. For once, I got no role. Yay! Makes a change. Hasn't happened for a very long time, but it's good. See you later.
Thank you, Pedro. Thank you very much. I am your.
That's just for your awareness, by the way.
We are aware. We are aware. And to all our guests and our members here, I think you know the role of general evaluator. My job is the inspector general. I evaluate the meeting from the beginning to the time I make my report. I'm allowed to evaluate the evaluators, but I'm not really allowed to evaluate the speakers because they've been evaluated by the evaluators already. So my job is very important. So I'll be watching all of you in the meeting and listening. Madam Toastmaster, I return it back to you.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you. And now we are going to start with a very important part in the meeting, that is speeches. And we have a guest speaker, and we have an evaluator who is going to tell us about the objectives or about the speech of Angel. So Pilar, could you please tell us about the speech?
Thank you, Angela. Well, talking about Angel's speech, there are not a specific purpose about as far as I am concerned. So I try to evaluate his speech, the omen. I try to analyze the content, the different sections of the speech, to give my report to you all, and particularly to him, who is the most interested. And for me, it's a big responsibility because he's a contest champion. So I hope to do my best. Thank you, Angela.
Thank you very much. So now the omen, Ángel Valdemoros, the omen.
My mom is a witch. My mom is a witch. But I don't mean that she is a bad person. No. She is a real witch. She is able to see the future. For example, she knows when someone is about to die. One day you say, I just met the guy from the second floor, Antonio. And she says, oh yeah, Antonio, poor thing. He's going to die tomorrow. Mom? The next day, Antonio is dead. But don't you think that this power is something useful or good? Sometimes it could be very dangerous. You'll see. It's May 2004, London. I'm at home, reading the paper. The telephone rings. Children, telephone. Silence. I take the call. It's my mom. Hi, Mom. Angel, Angel, Dad is dying. Dad is dying. Mom, what are you talking about? What happened? I don't know, nothing yet, but I had a dream. Tomorrow, 10 p.m., your daddy will be dead. I cannot breathe. I know what this means. I know exactly what this means. Oh my goodness. My only thought is I have to go to Salamanca and see my dad for the last time. But how can I? I have to work tomorrow. Isabel, my wife, has to work too. And the children, they have to go to school. And more importantly, how can I tell Isabel? She's pure rationality. If I go and tell her that my mom had a dream, she will say, oh yeah, your mom, the witch. And it hurts. But first things first, I have to buy the tickets. I enter Iberia.com. Oh, there is a flight landing in Madrid, 7 o'clock p.m. Oh, I have plenty of time to get to Salamanca. Okay, I buy 2 tickets. And now I have to tell Isabel. She's coming. Who was calling? It was my mom. You know, my dad is very, very sick. I lie. Oh no, don't tell me. We have to go to Salamanca. Oh, don't worry. I will take the day off and I will call Emily to take care of the children. Thank you, darling. I feel very guilty, but what can I do? The next day, we took the taxi to Heathrow and the flight to Madrid. We landed exactly at 7 p.m. We rushed through the customs and went directly to the taxi. Good afternoon. We are going to Salamanca. Calle José López, number 5, please. But should we take the AP6 or the N503? I don't know. Whatever is faster. It will not be fast with this rain and the rush hour. Please, let's go. The driver was right. The traffic was solid. We moved and stopped. We moved and stopped again. We moved and stopped. Oh my goodness, the only thing running there was the clock. At one point, I was so nervous that I said, please, could you hurry up? We are getting late. Isabel looked at me and said, late for what? I couldn't lie anymore. And I said, you know, my mom had a dream and she thinks that my dad will die today at 10 p.m. Isabel couldn't believe it. She opened her mouth to tell what she thought about me and my mom. But she didn't. She didn't say a single word during the whole trip. We continued in the traffic jam. At last, at 15 to 10, we were entering Salamanca to the Via Almantica. One red light, another red light, another red light. Oh my goodness, I thought we'll never get there. We turned right and then left to the University Bridge. At that point, there was no more traffic jam. It was 2 minutes to 10. I said, please hurry up, go as fast as you can. The driver sped up. I said, at the roundabout, take the 3rd exit and then the 2nd to the right. At the roundabout, the driver took the 2nd exit. I said, no, the third. I said the third. But you said the second one. No, the third. Watch out. The driver didn't see that an old man was slowly crossing the street. He hit the brakes, but it was too late. The car crashed into the old man. I saw the man flying over the car and hit the road with his head. He was not moving, but I saw his face. It was 10 o'clock, and as my mom predicted, Daddy was dead.
Well, wow, surprising. Okay, now here in Sardinero, we have 2 minutes to prepare our evaluation and send in a private chat to Angel, and while Pilar is preparing their evaluation, okay? And if you don't mind, maybe it's time to take a photo group for our files, okay? So be ready, because Maria, I think, is going to take the photo. Okay, are you ready? A big smile. That's it, Maria? Yes? Ah, sorry. Okay, now send your evaluations in a private chat to Angel.
Time.
Okay, now wherever Pilar is ready, she can tell us our evaluation, her evaluation about Angel's speech. Come on, Pilar, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Angela. Well, I am going to give my evaluation for Angel's speech, the omen. And I have to say that the introduction of the speech is really catching when he said that his man is a witch, in the sense of that she can foresee the future. I really appreciate that he gave his speech standing, which is something that contributes to the performance of the speech. Along the speech, he develops different characters that interact between them on the time. This made the story really vivid. He uses different tones and tonations, but I would like he has used more drama in certain passages of his speech. For example, when he received the phone call about the nearest death of his father, for example, or when they are driving, when they are in the taxi and the man, the taxi driver, crashes a woman who is crossing the road. For example, between the transitions of the different situations, and I appreciate a lack of pauses to make the story a little bit more engaging. So this is probably my recommendation: a little bit more of drama in certain situations of the speech, and the transitions between one characters to another, so one part of the story to others. And these pauses that create more suspense. I don't know, probably. So congratulations, Angel, is really catching your speech, and you did really well.
Thank you, Pilar, for your words and your advice to Angel. It's going to be very useful, I suppose. So now we have another speech, another prepared speech. And the speaker is going to be Elyssa from Texas now. And the evaluator is Elena Varela. Could you please tell us something about the Elyssa speech, please?
Yes, of course, Angela. Elyssa is going to deliver a speech with the title is Inspire Your Audience. The purpose of this speech is to inspire a member, is the member to inspire the audience. He presents a speech on this topic with the intent of inspiring the audience.
Okay, thank you very much, Elena. So now is 10,100,000. Elyssa Schneider, 10, Elyssa Schneider, 10,000, sorry, 100,000. The floor is yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I couldn't believe it. Jonathan Hamilton, my beloved childhood friend who I spent hours with growing up, had committed suicide. His devastated family wondered why. What went wrong? Who was to blame? But all I could think of was, how long? How long before I'm next? It doesn't take a PhD to understand that as humans on this journey we call life, we will face obstacles. For some, it's as simple as that New Year's resolution. For others, it's about losing weight, overcoming marital challenges, getting that promotion at work. But for me, it's just waking up to a new day. In my mind's eye, I see her, my 23-year-old self. It was my birthday. Family and friends were planning a surprise party at the beach. Banners were hung, the gifts were wrapped, the candles were lit. And the crowd yelled, "Surprise!" And in that instant, I walked in and I saw all those smiling faces. And the tears just started streaming down my face. But they weren't tears of joy, but of sadness. A deep-seated pain born out of loneliness, insecurity, and isolation. Because in spite of being surrounded by that overwhelming support of love and affection, I felt completely alone, empty, as if all the happiness had just been sucked out of my life. And the doctors, nutritionists, naturopaths, they all made valiant attempts to cure me with medication, meditation, mediocrity. But nothing worked. And that day, almost 10 years ago, awareness dawned. And I realized that I am facing an obstacle of epic proportions. And like anyone else confronting a challenge, I had several options. I could lay down in the dust and succumb to the pain and the torment, or I could get up and fight. Fight for those I loved, fight for my 4-year-old niece so that she grew up with an aunt, fight for the hope of a bright future, my dream job, my dream house, my dream man. And I did fight. Since the medical doctors had been unsuccessful, I visited psychiatrists and psychologists. Since the naturopaths had no answers, I traveled to specialized clinics and famed hospitals. I spent thousands of dollars. And in the end, I found nothing. No answers. No help. Now the truth is, hopefully most of us don't quit on the first try. And we don't quit on the second try. Perhaps not on the third. But what do you do when it's your 10th try? When it's your 100th try? When it's your 1000th try? At what point do you say, enough is enough? After hearing that my childhood friend, Jonathan Hamilton, had taken his life after years of battling mental health, I knew I was next. Because mental health, my obstacle, is so severe that either I conquer it or it will conquer me. And I was losing the battle. Eventually, I quit my job. I withdrew from friends and family, and I shut the door on life. Months passed, and if you had been there, you would have seen me sitting alone in a darkened room where I languished in the depths of my despair. And then one day, I heard it, that quiet whisper of a voice that I might call Jesus, others might call conscience, or that inner strength. And I heard, Elyssa, get up. One more try. And I said, I have tried 1,000 times and I can't go on. It hurts too much. And I heard, I know what it means to suffer. But remember, the valiant heroes of old, they faced insurmountable obstacles and they didn't quit. And one day their success shone for the world to see. Because they weren't afraid to fail. They were only afraid to stop trying. And in that instant, I pictured everyone I knew cheering for me. And slowly, painfully, I got back up. And I started reaching for the next handhold, and the next, and the next. Keep fighting, keep climbing, keep reaching. Don't look back, don't look down, just look up. And I tried again, one last time. And this time, I found answers. A clinic in Texas discovered that I've been exposed to a serious toxic spill, which can cause mental health issues. It's the only clinic like it in the world. And that's why I'm here. Thanks to the treatments, I've been able to get a job after 2 years of being bedridden. And I'm practicing my public speaking because there are Jonathan Hamiltons alive right now who need all the encouragement they can get. Today, my niece has an aunt in her life. And my dream house and dream man could show up any day now because I am conquering my mountain. whatever obstacle you're facing right now, whatever your challenge, whether it be losing weight, solving those marital problems, getting that promotion, will you give it one more try? Don't be discouraged by 10, 100, 1,000 failures. Because remember, they are the very sign that you are climbing that pinnacle to success. Because you can't fail if you're standing still, only if you're moving forward. And what if 2022 is the year you summit your mountain and finally succeed? Madam Toastmaster.
Elyssa, very deep speech. So as you said, don't stop trying. Okay, now it's time for the evaluations. So we have 2 minutes, okay? Thank you.
Time.
Okay, thank you, Maria. Now, hard job for Elena to evaluate Elyssa. So it's your time, Elena.
Thank you, Angela, and thank you, Elyssa, because it's an honor for me to evaluate your speech. I think it's a very moving and heartbreaking story, and thank you for sharing with us. I don't know what to say because you are excelled at almost everything, your gesture, your face. You have been able to transmit everything to us, I think, easily. I am on the verge of crying because of this. Your body language, I don't know, because I only see your hands in different moments, but with your face, you have made that the speech reach almost the excellent. Your vocal variety is really, really good, as always. And I don't know what more to say because you have been able to transmit everything. And I think that the audience has been able to engage you from the very beginning. Or let's say that you have been able to grab the people's attention from the beginning as well. Congratulations, Elyssa, and please one more than try. Thank you.
Thank you, Elena. Thank you again for your words. And now we are going to start a funny section. I think we need now some joy. And the one who is going to participate with this and deal with this section, the impromptu of speaking, is Elyssa. So now Elyssa is another part of your experience. You are always with your smile. We need you in this section. The table topics is yours. Come on.
Thank you so much. Excuse the delay, and thank you all for your kind words. I hope to answer you all very shortly. Appreciate all of the encouragement. That means a lot. Now, I'm going to set us all up for table topics. Give me 1 second to change over my screen so that we are ready for today. And for that, let's go here. I hope you are all prepared and warmed up to answer a few true or false questions. We're going to test your skills and your knowledge and see what you think. Okay, let's see if I've got it all set up. Lots of hats today in Toastmasters. That's what they say in Toastmasters, we wear many hats. Okay. Oh, I know why that is. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go. Can everybody see my screen? True or false? Yes, excellent, excellent. Now I have the pleasure of picking on several of you. Very simple. I will give you a statement and you can answer whether or not you think it's true or false. Now, you can make it up. You can make up all the reasons why you think it's true or false. It doesn't have to be real. Just use your imagination and delight us with any incredible answers you may determine. Now, let's get us started. I think we have plenty of time. Let's get us started with a table topic pro DTM, Mr. Monroy. I know you're the general evaluator, but I'm counting on you. Okay, Mr. Monroy, true or false? Hippo milk is pink. True or false? Hippo milk is pink. Over to you. Oh, we can't hear you. You're on mute.
Thank you. Hippo milk is pink. Pink. That reminds me of a story. Now, I'm going to say that hippo milk is probably not pink. Maybe. You have to think about this using your imagination. But I do know for a fact, I will share something with you, a story that's very dear to my heart about milk. Now, if you come a little closer, this is just between you and me. When I was very, very small, I lived in Spain, in Zaragoza, and I had a Spanish nanny. She was my nana. And this is a true story. Every night at 8 o'clock on Spanish television, there was only one station. There was a show called Vamos a la Cama in Spanish. Vamos a la Cama, da, 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 da. And no, I cannot name the 7 children of that show. Our nanny would give me, my brother Juan, John, and my sister, well, she was just a baby, milk, warm milk with bread, hot milk with bread. And every night at 8 o'clock, we would eat that or drink it. And to this day, today, I do not like milk. I drink milk, but I don't like it. Yes, it maybe it's healthy, but for many years, growing up in Spain as a child, I had warm milk and bread before I went to bed. And this was an awareness that when I see milk, I go, oh my God, I don't want to drink that. And this is a true story. So is hippo milk pink? I don't really know, but I know that milk 8 o'clock at night with bread, I don't like. Madam Table Topic Master. I return it back to you.
Okay, well, we know what not to serve you at the next in-person Sardinero meeting. And actually the social media was saying that yes, hippo milk is pink because hippopotamus produce, it's a type of acid that can mix in with their milk and turn it a little pink, but really most of the time it's not, it's normal. Sorry. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mike. Okay, next volunteer. Let's see, true or false? I'm going to show it first. On Saturn, it rains diamonds. On Saturn, it rains diamonds. True or false? Monica, can I call on you? I'll just, yep, perfect.
On Saturn, it rains diamonds. Well, this may be possible. Why not? I once watched a documentary in school. I still can remember it, in Germany. And we were talking about Saturn. And one of the points was about when it rains there, or the expression is rains like falling down from space. And maybe some objects looking like diamonds. In fact, they were not diamonds as a jewelry, but they had the same looking as diamonds, the same size and the same color. So I still remember it, that we were doing some classes on that subject, and it was really impressive because this also gave me some interest to study about other planets and about space, and I really think it's true. There's no doubt it's true, because our teachers had that at that times, and it's impossible a teacher to say things if they are not true. I still can remember it.
Thank you so much, Monica. That's amazing that you have all those facts from being a teacher. I think teachers are awesome, and I'm so glad that you exist in our lives, because you touch lives all the time. And you are correct. New atmospheric data for the gas giants indicates that carbon is abundant in its dazzling crystal form. Lightning storms turn methane into soot, which then falls, hardens into chunks of graphite, and then diamond. I don't understand most of that. I'm not a science teacher, but hopefully you got some of it. Next. Okay, true or false? Oh, this is a good one. It takes 7 years to digest gum. If swallowed, it takes 7 years to digest gum. Over to our counter. Gema, right? Did I say that right?
Okay, I think it could be true. Why not? Because when you eat gum, I'm not sure that it can be well digested, because that is not a good thing for our body. So perhaps it takes a very, very long time to digest it. But I don't know what can make during 7 years inside our body. We can imagine perhaps the gun is going to look for a little space in our colon, perhaps. I don't know. And perhaps when we were children and we take a gum, our parents said us, be careful because you are going to die. So it was very dangerous for us. But perhaps I think it could be possible 7 years to digest it.
Gemma, all I can say is hopefully we never have to find out. But according to Mayo Clinic, it's a renowned hospital in the United States, your body can't digest gum at all, actually, even in 7 years. Because gum doesn't stay in your stomach, it just moves quickly through your digestive system and exits through your stool. So no need to worry. We can all breathe deep and sleep well after today. Okay, do we have time for any more? Or is our, yes, we do. 2 more. Okay, this is great. Oh, and let me just make sure everybody saw this. Okay, up next. Albert Einstein failed math. Albert Einstein failed math? Who should we call on? Let's go with our guest speaker today, Angel. Angel, over to you.
Yeah, well, it is an easy question, actually, because everybody knows Albert Einstein and everybody knows everything about his life. Actually, everything that has been said by Albert Einstein. So every wise sentence in the world, you say, Albert Einstein said that, and I don't know if it is true or not, well, it always added something of, well, that it could be true because Albert Einstein said it. Well, actually, what I know that happened is that he failed to enter in a certain institute. I mean, it was not that he was failing math, but he was rejected from studying in a certain place, and I think it was in Switzerland, and then he had to do it or to study in another place. And actually, he was very successful. So I mean, the people who actually rejected him, I think that they regret it very deeply. So he's actually, I don't know if he was the smartest man in this history of man, but he must be one of the biggest minds in history. Actually, I have read something about him talking about the history of the galaxy, the history of the universe. And the other day I read that he had written something that a guy asked him to prove, and he proved that this was nothing. I mean, it was a simple thing. And at the end, it was a way just to calculate what is the weight of the galaxies, which is completely incredible what someone is able to calculate what is the weight of a galaxy, and through his system, people are able to do it. So answering your question, yes, it's true, he failed math. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that complete and complex answer, Angel. The ins and outs of Einstein and what he means to our life and society. Now, in answer to your question, true or false, Albert Einstein failed math? And the answer is, as you at first said, false. Like you said, he didn't fail math. He himself came out and said, no, that's not true. He did quite well in school, but maybe, as you mentioned, he did fail to get into other universities, but not because of his lack of math skills, thankfully. Now, we move on to the next question, which you are all dying to know. True or false? Cotton candy was invented by a dentist. True or false? Cotton candy was invented by a dentist. And let's call on, if I call on Maria, can anybody time her? Okay, Mike's gonna time her. Excellent. Maria, this one's over to you.
Okay, cotton candy invented by a dentist, true or false? I think it's true, actually. This dentist thought that having cotton candy in his office was going to be a good thing for kids to get in and not being scared of having him looking into their mouth. So he had all these cotton candy, different colors, beautiful, you know, like when the kids got in the office, it was like a cloud of cotton candy, different colors, beautiful. And then he realized how bad cotton candy was for the teeth of these kids. But it was too late because the cotton candy went not only into the offices of dentists, but all over the world, in the cinemas, in the fairs, everywhere, and kids started to get, bad teeth out of that. But thankfully for this doctor, it meant a lot of new clients. So he was grateful that he invented the cotton candy. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Maria, for that outstanding guess about how cotton candy came about. And lo and behold, Maria de las Casas is correct. You see, cotton candy was invented in 1897 by William Morrison, who teamed up with a candy maker, John Wharton. And even though it's very sweet, it's actually not so bad for your teeth because it's mostly just air. I say we all go out and enjoy it and really buy as much as we want. Okay, time for one more, or are we to the limit?
Actually, you can have still 2 more if you want.
2 more. Oh my goodness. Okay then. Okay, next question. True or false? If you toss a penny or a small coin from a very tall building, for example, the Empire State Building, if you toss it from high enough, you could kill someone. True or false? You could kill someone with just a small coin. Let's hand this one over to Pilar. Oh, she has to leave now. Sorry. Okay.
Sorry, Elyssa. At 9
No,
I
it's
have
okay.
to, yeah.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, see ya.
Thank you, bye.
Well, Elena, I guess this one's over to you. Over to you,
it's true. I think it's true because the speed that the 1 penny reach, if you throw the penny from the 10th floor, the speed that the penny reach, if it's someone, probably it is able to kill the person. I'm not sure. Probably it's not true. I am making a story, but probably the speech together with the heat are able to kill a person. I'm not sure about it. I can try if you want. We can try and we'll see what happens. But for example, if you throw a stone from a 10th floor, probably the stone kills you, although the stone it isn't big enough. It's different if you throw a stone or you throw a penny through the land as you throw to the high store building. I don't know. Probably it's true. I think it's true. No?
Well, thank you for allowing us to see into your thought process. You were definitely trying to figure out true or false, and we got to be a part of that conjecture. And now it's time for the answer. How many of you think it's true? Okay. How many of you think it's false? Okay. Okay. It's about even. And the answer is false. Throw all the pennies you like. According to Scientific American, a penny is too small and flat for it to gain enough natural momentum to make any kind of fatal impact. At most, it might feel like a flick on your forehead. Therefore, next time you go to any tall buildings, take all the pennies in your purse all the way to the top and see what happens. Okay, what other one do we have here? Okay, this one's interesting. So here is the size, you can see a person standing there. Here's the size of a blue whale. This is their, I think it's their heart. This is their heart, you can see the veins. But the question is, okay, you can see the veins, but the question is their throat as small as a little plate? If their veins are that big, is their throat as small as a little plate? True or false? And this question goes to Angela.
Okay, why not? Because maybe it's a big animal, but not all the organs must be so big. So, well, maybe it has all the, I mean, the things it eats in the mouth, waiting to go through the throat to go to the stomach, and it's going to in a small piece of portions. Well, maybe I think it's true. It's true. Size of whale, because I don't know exactly the size of a whale, but maybe the throat can be 4 to 8 inches. So I'm going to go for true. It's true for me.
Excellent, excellent guess, Angela. And I mean, I've been told that, you know, as you can see, the veins are so big. This gentleman who's standing there could almost climb through one of them. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. But as far as the throat is concerned, Angela is correct. The throat is very, very small. So we don't need to worry about being eaten by one, but we certainly could fit inside their veins, which is amazing. Let's see. I'm going to keep going until Maria stops me. I've got one more. The question is, we've all gone. So who shall we, who do we have to repeat? Let's see. I'm going to pick on our, let's see. Should we pick on our guest again, Monica? Monica, would you like to have another go? Or are you done? The question is, if Jupiter replaced the moon and you were standing on Earth, this is what it would look like. You're sorry, you're on mute. I can't hear what you're saying.
It's very similar to the one I did before.
Oh, you are so right. Oh boy. Oh wow. Oh well, here you go. Go ahead.
If Jupiter replaced the moon, well, who knows? Maybe it would be a good thing, because maybe we wouldn't have any COVID and things like that, because everything would be just cleaner and fresher and maybe healthier. We could try to find better material, healthier food, a new way to build houses, another way of living. So maybe it would be a good thing Jupiter replaced the moon, because the position of the Earth would be different in that case, and it would give a new situation to the planet Earth. We could get new, let's say, new energy, different kind of energy, because now we are very close to the moon. But maybe in that case, situation would be better for us, and we could have like a new start. Why not?
And Monica, in conclusion, if you were standing on Earth and you were looking up, and instead of the moon, you were seeing Jupiter, would it look that big?
Would it look that big?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it would look that big. Why not?
Okay. Okay.
It's just about imagination.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, apparently, if you were standing on the Earth and Jupiter had replaced the moon, the answer is that
the Earth will, but the Earth will fall into the Jupiter.
We'd be sucked into Jupiter's gravitational pull, but at least it would look that big while we were getting closer and closer. Okay, thank you so much, Monica. And yes, if Jupiter replaced the moon, maybe we would feel so much better, as long as our friend Anka said, it didn't drag us in too far. Excellent, excellent. Well, these are the table topics I have for you. I appreciate so much your enthusiasm, your mental acuity, and allowing us into that thought process and answering true or false. Hopefully you've learned something new today and your life is a little brighter. Having said that, I hand it back over to the Toastmaster of the day, Angela. Over to you, Angela.
Okay, as you can appreciate, Elyssa is aware of all our imagination to prepare this kind of table topics. So thank you very much. And now it's time for the group of evaluations. And we have our general evaluator, who is Mike, is going to introduce his team. Mike, over to you, please.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster, and our Toastmasters here tonight in January, where it's cold here in Cantabria tonight. To help me with my team, I'm going to ask our Gemma, how did we do with our ahs, ums, and the word of the evening awareness? Gemma, please.
Okay, thank you, Mike. In fact, this word, it wasn't very used. Only, I think, Mike, you used 1 or 2 times, I'm not sure. And perhaps Elyssa, but I'm not sure. And the rest, I think we didn't use it. But I invite you to use it. Feeling worse, Elyssa, I think, made 1 Angel 1, Pilar 3 and me, I think I did a lot of, so I have to improve it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Gemma. Good report. Now, time management, our timers report. Maria, please.
Yes, Mike, we did very good with time tonight. We start at 8 o'clock on the dot. And since then, we've been respecting the time. The only one that went a little bit over in table topics. No, Elyssa was a little bit over in her speech. It was 7 minutes and 55 seconds for you to know. The speech was very interesting, so for me it was okay. But just so you know, you were 55 minutes over the time. And Mike was 15 seconds, 55 seconds, I'm sorry, Elyssa. And Mike was 15 seconds over the time for table topics. Other than that, we did very well. And I said that we had to be aware of the time at the beginning, so I said the word once. So back to you, Mike.
Thank you very much for that thorough report. Now it's my turn to give you my general evaluation. I will not take too much time here, but I do want to say, I like what our table topics master Elyssa said. Did you learn something new today? I repeat, did you learn something new tonight, from the time we start the meeting till now? For me, I'm going to say yes, personally. I can't speak for nobody else. I learned a lot tonight, and my theme is, you always hear me say, quality over quantity. Wow, a lot of quality tonight, a lot of good presentations, a lot of deep presentations, interesting table topics. Had a good team with Maria as my timer, and Gemma is my word and all counter. Thank you very much to both of you for being very aware of what's happening at the meeting tonight. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to those who visit us at this meeting. Quality, a quality team. Our program was put together by our educational vice president, Maria. It's not easy. It takes time, patience to put this program together. And once again, Maria, thank you very much for a quality program. It's not easy. People come to the meeting, they have to leave. People have to leave early. A lot of things happen. It's the human nature of people coming together. Maria, thank you very much for your professional patience in working with the team. And virtually, it becomes more complex. I understand that. Our president and founder, Angela, you start the meeting with positive energy. And I think that's one of the gifts of a leader. You have something about you. It's a meeting, we're coming together. Some of us know each other very well, some of us don't, but we all come together to have a good time. And the energy you started with your smile, whether it's in English or in Spanish, you make people feel welcome and warm. Thank you very much for that. That means a lot to me. You asked everyone to introduce themselves, and that means a lot to us with our special guest, Ángel from Madrid, Excelencia, Monica from Barcelona, Elyssa from all the way from Texas, my home state. Go Texas. Now, table topics, Elyssa, masterclass. A lot of work went into this. Did I learn something? Yes, I did. I've been taking notes here. And of course, I'm going to cross-reference this. And I'm going to talk to some people I know and say, did you know what I learned today about bubblegum? Look, what, Mike? Well, don't look it up on Google, but I learned something new. And then, of course, you know what happens there when you talk to your friends. Well, Mike, where did you learn that from? I learned it from Toastmasters. Really? Who knows? In English, Spanish, French, whatever language you speak. Our two speakers, incredible. Thank you for sharing. I have a lot of questions, but I won't get into that right now. You got my attention. You got my attention. You got my attention. You had me. It was good. You got my attention. Evaluators, Pilar and Elena, well done. Elena, you were very brief and short to the point. I like that. Some evaluators can say it very short and sweet. Some evaluators can say it very long. It doesn't matter. It's how you present your evaluation. It's your evaluation. Thank you very much to both Pilar and Elena.
Thank you.
What a meeting. What a meeting. I can go on and on here, but I'm not. Well prepared, well organized. And for me, it's quality, not quantity. I'm going to leave this meeting with a lot of information. I will cross-reference. I'm curious, like all of us here. And thank you for a meeting of quality tonight. As your general evaluator, I return the meeting back to our president, Angela. If I left something out, did I forget something? Please, someone tell me later. Thank you very much. Madam President, I return it back to you.
Thank you very much, Mike. As you are an expert Toastmaster, all your words are very appreciated. And we are going to follow your tips and appreciate the evaluation. Well, we are almost finishing the meeting. We had, I think, in my part, a very good time. And I would like to ask you your opinion, a few words about the meeting. And I'm going to start with our guest speaker, Ángel. Ángel, you know some other clubs, you knew us before. Tell us about your meeting and your impression today, please.
It was great. First of all, of course, thank you for inviting me. It was great to be here with you, and I love the way you do it. I mean, actually, it's very similar to the way we do it ourselves. The only thing that was shocking for me that you do the evaluation right after the speech, which I consider it very, very difficult indeed. We do it at the end, so the evaluator has more time to prepare the evaluation. But it's very, very similar to what we do, and I really love it. I mean, I had a very great time. I love it. Normally I don't do impros in English, but I love that Elyssa gave me the opportunity to do it today. So it was all fun. It was fantastic. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you, Ángel. About evaluations, we knew that some clubs are doing different, but we have two things why we are doing this way. One of them is to prepare ourselves for the evaluation in a contest. In a contest, normally you listen to the speech and you have a very short time to prepare your evaluation. And is why now we try to do in the same way to be used to this part of doing the things. And another thing is because sometimes the evaluator is going to miss some part of the meeting because he's all the time trying to fill the evaluation, the tips and everything, and is missing the rest of impromptu speaking sometimes, and even the other speech and the rest of the meeting. So I think now they are more concentrated in the evaluation in a very short time, their first impression, and that's it. It's our way in this club, okay? Now, Elyssa, what about you? Tell us the impression of the meeting. We're happy to have you here as always.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure and a delight. I've missed you all dearly. I started work and it's been a little bit intense on this end, what with work and treatments, but I am so thankful for the opportunity to come, and last minute you just allowed me to take roles, and then there was a speech slot and it was just wonderful. Thank you so much. And you all sent very kind messages in the chat. I screenshot the messages and I read them later on days when I don't feel well. And so you not only encourage me today, you encourage me all the time. So I thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Elyssa. You know, you are always welcome here. Whenever you come, here we are, okay? Elena, what about you? Your impressions, please.
What do you think, Angela? I felt a little bit overwhelmed with my role as evaluator because my work has been really, really difficult because I had to evaluate Elyssa's speech, and for me it's has been a very difficult task. But I enjoy and I like a lot your speech, Elyssa, and congratulations. And the same to Angel, because the speech has been marvelous. And I think that it's true that mothers are always a little bit witch.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
like a lot, and I appreciate our guests that attending our meeting, because I think that all of us has made a fantastic meeting today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Elena. Thank you. Now, Gemma, could you please tell us your impressions?
Yes, I think it was a very deep session tonight. And I think it's not, as Mike Monroe says, the quantity is the quality. And here we are a group of people that we share a very good moment every 15 days in English. And I think it's a very good moment to share this kind of stories. But today it was really, really deep.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Is your word deep? I agree with you. And Maria, what about you, Maria?
Well, for me, I have to agree with Mike. I learned a lot today. I love the table topics, are always fun. And today they were also a way of educating us in some trivia things. Also, the speeches were great. I always love when we have guests because they enrich our meetings. And I really appreciate you guys coming here tonight. And so I have fun. I learned a lot. What else can I ask for? It was a great meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maria. And of course, Mike told us about the meeting before. So only another word to say before to say goodbye.
Yes, I just want to say that the spring conference we had here in Santander in the spring of 2008, Angela, you were the organizer, the chief coordinator. You organized the hotel at the Hotel Oyola. I hope I said it correctly. Angel was there, and we had 80 plus people, and you showed the picture of the group picture, a superb conference, masterclass. We all came together before that, that cough. I don't want to say the word anymore. I hate that word. And of course, when people arrived that Friday, we gave them a walking tour of the center of Santander. The conference was on Saturday. And then the next morning, for those of us who got up early, there were a few who were still, they were out all night. Angela gave them a tour of, we had food trucks, and we had a wonderful time sharing our beautiful city. If you've not been to Santander, you should come and visit us. You may I want to leave. This is a very beautiful city. I've been here now 10 years, exactly 10 years now, my home. So quality time with quality people. Madam President, I return it back to you.
Okay, so it's all said before. So thank you very much for coming. Remember, we have a meeting every Tuesday, one in Spanish, one in English. All people are welcome to have a very good time together and to learn, as our mentor said, Mike Monroe. Thank you very much. Have a nice week. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Have a nice time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
See
See
you.
you soon. Thank you. Bye.